O'er hills, dales, and rocks, away be it whirled till the silvery locks are all combed and curled. Then there came a wind, so strong that it blew off Curdken's hat, and away it flew over the hills, and he was forced to turn and run after it, till, by the time he came back, she had done combing and curling her hair, and had put it up again safe. Then he was very angry and sulky, and would not speak to her at all, but they watched the geese until it grew dark in the evening, and then drove them homewards. The next morning, as they were going through the dark gate, the poor girl looked up at Falada's head, and cried, "Falada, Falada, there thou hangest." And the head answered, "Bride, bride, there thou gangest. Alas, alas, if thy mother knew it, sadly, sadly, would she rue it." Then she drove on the geese, and sat down again in the meadow, and began to comb out her hair as before, and Curdken ran up to her, and wanted to take hold of it, but she cried out quickly, "Blow, breezes, blow. Let Curdken's hat go. Blow, breezes, blow. Let him after it go. O'er hills, dales, and rocks, away be it whirled till the silvery locks are all combed and curled." Then the wind came and blew away his hat, and off it flew a great way, over the hills and far away, so that he had to run after it, and when he came back she had bound up her hair again, and all was safe. So they watched the geese till it grew dark. In the evening, after they came home, Curdken went to the old king and said, "I cannot have that strange girl to help me to keep the geese any longer." "Why?" said the king. "Because, instead of doing any good, she does nothing but tease me all day long." Then the king made him tell him what had happened. And Curdken said, "When we go in the morning through the dark gate with our flock of geese, she cries and talks with the head of a horse that hangs upon the wall, and says, 'Falada, Falada, there thou hangest.' And the head answers, 'Bride, bride, there thou gangest. Alas, alas, if thy mother knew it, sadly, sadly, would she rue it.'" And Curdken went on telling the king what had happened upon the meadow, where the geese fed, how his hat was blown away, and how he was forced to run after it, and to leave his flock of geese to themselves. But the old king told the boy to go out again the next day, and when morning came, he placed himself behind the dark gate, and heard how she spoke to Falada, and how Falada answered. Then he went into the field, and hid himself in a bush by the meadow's side, and he soon saw with his own eyes how they drove the flock of geese, and how, after a little time, she let down her hair that glittered in the sun. And then he heard her say, "Blow, breezes, blow. Let Curdken's hat go. Blow, breezes, blow. Let him after it go."